Today we are in the SoundExtreme booth looking at everything sound and lighting. We want to make your cart look great, sound great. You're going to love what you see. Pat, thanks for having us in the booth today. Tell us a little bit. I know people come in and they, some of these cars nowadays have sound bars in them or they have some other stuff going on. What is it you guys can do to kind of come into the picture and make that an improvement or step up?
So most manufacturers are coming with a standard audio and it's just enough to get by. A lot of people that like audio quality and stuff like that, they want to upgrade. So we make all the products to either build your audio from the ground up or expand on a factory setup. So we partner with a bunch of major OEs and some of them we can expand our products. So something like this Epic here, it's coming with our factory 6.5, which we can add on, control the lighting, and we can also expand auxiliary out to add a subwoofer, sound bars, power speakers, all kinds. So you get that full system, subwoofers, because most of the audio, what you get from the stock cart, it's just enough to get by. It's not great. So we give them all the options to expand not only their audio, but their visual experience as well.
So on both of those things, obviously, I know you've got lights and lighting on the sound bars themselves, but then you've got whips and things like this. Tell me a little bit about the lighting stuff as well.
So doing whips, underglows, all our speakers have our built-in lighting as well. So we'll run our own app. So we don't use a generic app from overseas. We get to design and do our own programming. It makes it a lot more efficient. All our items are built in with our LED cast along with our Ecocast. So not only are you syncing all your audio, you're syncing all your lighting effects. So usually when you go from one company to another, nothing syncs up. So that's why we did the whole line of products so you can have the full audio-visual experience and we can control the whole family of products.
Right. So tell me a little bit about the Ecocast and how all that works together.
So Ecocast is our wireless setup to cast between. So you can set up, you'll set up to the main device, be it one of our descenders, our sound bar. That'll be what you're playing your audio through. That'll then in turn Ecocast it out to our whole family of products. You can have 50 of these speakers in a room, all of them sync together running off a single device. It's more than just pairing one or two, and it gives you that whole lineup. So when you're at the campground or you're at a race and you're with all your friends, you can sync everybody's vehicles up together and just have a good time.
So it works all across anything related to Eco and SoundExtreme.
It'll go across SoundExtreme and a significant portion of the Eco X gear. The larger family of the party speakers are all Ecocast. Our small portables, those are going to be just for single. That's where you're going to keep your backpack. You're not going to have 50 of those things sitting around.
Okay.
Defenders, Folders, Tundras, the carts, those are what you're going to have at a party, campsite, campgrounds, race, you name it.
Yeah. So tell me about the new Fat Stick. It's a cool new product and, definitely it's different than what your typical whips lights are.
So the new Fat Stick has the same amount of lighting as in our 4-foot whip and a much shorter compact design. So that's a big thing more in the side-by-side market. But when we came out with those, I had to have them. So these are the personal ones off of my cart, and I put them on here to show off as well. So nice, bright, but it stays out of your line of sight. So if you're lowering them on a rear-facing seat, you can keep them down. So you have that bright safety feature, people seeing you. Because not only are they nice to look at, they function as turn signals, brake lights, and reverse lights if you prefer as well. So it has a huge safety feature, but it looks great.
And that's, I think, just the ability to tie that in, like you said, it's not just about looking cool and fun, but it's a huge right in.
Yes. Especially a lot of your carts, the 4 forward's becoming very popular.
Sure.
Tons of people still have a 2 forward, 2 rearward facing cart. When you're sitting on the back, especially as an adult, your legs are blocking the tail lights. And when you're running around in golf cart legal cities, you want that safety feature. So it just...
And it's not, obviously doesn't have the height and it's not a normal lift.
Distracting to drivers or anything like that for us.
Very cool. All right, Patrick, tell me you got something new, exciting coming out. So tell me a little bit about this new product.
Every year. So this is going to be our Pulse. So this is still the same style, 28-inch sound bar as our standard round ones, but we made a few upgrades. So it's got a new chip in it that'll give you better audio quality. And these will also be featured with our equalizer. So you'll actually be able to tune with multiple presets to tune to your audio liking. We also moved the woofers from the outside where they're facing outside of the cart to a downfire. So now the passengers can enjoy them when you're driving down and you're not going to lose that audio. We also added a nice feature of a dome light.
Very cool.
So many carts are missing that and you have to hit random buttons to find your app to change your brightness. You can reach up, hit it. We're still keeping it in the wired version and a battery powered version, 28. The mounting points are still going to be the same. So it'll be a nice, easy swap. They have our LED controller built in, so you can run your under roof lighting or your underglow LEDs directly through the soundbar with being battery powered. So if you're having a brand new cart and you're worried about voiding your warranty by going to your electrical system, you can add this. You don't tie into any electrical, and you can have under roof lighting, underglow lighting, and a soundbar. It has a quick replaceable battery. It recharges like you would a drill. Set it on the counter. Charges about 6 hours. Still fully waterproof, and just great.
I had the one with the battery on mine, and that's because I'm not a wiring guy too, not just because of the warranty stuff, but it makes it so much easier through that process. And I mean, the battery lasts forever.
Exactly. So, and with the set of universal brackets that we offer, you can fit most of your carts with little or no modification. You can have a sound bar mounted, ready to go 5 to 10 minutes.
Right. I love it.
Using your factory strut bolts.
And then as we talked about the Ecocast and the lighting and stuff like that, when we were talking earlier, this is what you're talking about, right? So you have front, under, like this ties in everything.
So these are built with 4-zone LEDs. So this is going to have your LEDs in the front for your speakers as zone 1. We did do a change on the rear. Unfortunately, we have it facing the other way, is the rear lights are now diffused. So instead of just having the individual LEDs you see, you get a nice smooth color transition.
Got it.
And then, so that's zone 2. And then you also have zone 3 and 4. So you'll be able to change your zones directly on the sound bar of everything else. So you'll have that full, like we said, the full family of products. So your lights and everything match and ready to go. These also have the wireless Ecocast. So if you decide to add a subwoofer or something, it'll Ecocast directly. So you just wire that to power. You don't have to wire the units individually to each other. If you're working with the factory radio, these also have auxiliary in. So if you want to use the factory head unit, you can then still run it with just the aux cable, wired or non, and then still control your lighting. This acts as a speaker and will transport out. And it also has auxiliary out, so you can use it as a pass-through.
I mean, it's basically a sound system in a bar. So it all comes out like
100%. So it is going to give you more bass, and it's going to it's another step up. So this will be our step up above our Elite Series with an additional $50 in MSRP. So we haven't done a price increase in 2 years.
Got it.
So,
and I like the square. You went with a kind of a square rectangular look versus the round.
You have to change the style up a little bit. So you need it to. Some people love the round sound bars, some don't. So give it another option.
Yeah, love it. Cool, man. Thanks for taking the time.
Hey, I appreciate y'all as always.
Thank you. Well, I love everything that SoundExtreme puts out there, both the lights and the sound. I hope you got a lot of good stuff out of this. They're obviously on the forefront of what's going on. Be sure to like, subscribe, share this video. Make sure everybody knows what's going on with SoundExtreme and Golf Carting TV.